As India-Canada tensions continue to escalate, specifically in the backdrop of not just Khalistani slogans, but Trudeau's claim, an allegation that Indian agents were behind extremist terrorist Hardeep Singh Nijjar's killing. Look at this. This is in the latest that has happened, and expectedly from Ontario, we are told, Pro-Khalistan parade was organized. But look closely. You'll see disturbing and provocative visuals and posters against Prime Minister Narendra Modi, against Indian ambassadors and senior leaders. This is glorification of violence, is what the Ministry of External Affairs said. Remember, this is not about only shouting pro-Khalistan slogans on Canadian soil. This is, and if the government of Canada is in approval of this, that there are sloganeering, disturbing posters that are being shown on Canadian soil, on the streets, in parades. Prime Minister Modi depicted as a prisoner in this Khalistani procession. India has sharply condemned Canada for providing consistently a safe space to criminal and secessionist elements within its borders. India has stated that celebrating and glorifying violence in such a manner should not be a part of any civilized societies. Intimidation, threats to violence cannot be used as freedom of expression, is what MEA has maintained. Canada, however, stands by its stand that Indian agents allegedly killed Khalistani extremist Hardeep Singh Nijjar. Latest procession coming amid already strained ties. And remember, when you show another country's prime minister in such a manner, wouldn't the Canadian government do best to perhaps give out their statement on this? Do they approve of such a projection about another country's prime minister?
India does not have dual nationality. So therefore, if someone becomes a Canadian citizen or citizen of any other country, he or she is no longer an Indian citizen. So for us, technically, the person is a foreigner. So the foreigners having, if I can call it, evil eye on the territorial integrity of India, that is a big red line for us. Indians will decide what will happen to India. Indians will decide the fate of India, not the foreigners. My concern is national security, threats emanating from the land of Canada.
Canada's position has always been clear. Our job is to protect Canadians, and we stand by the allegations that a Canadian was killed on Canadian soil by Indian agents. Now, the investigation by the RCMP is being done. I won't further comment, and no other officials from our government will further comment. What I'm telling, though, on the question of the relationship with India is I think that it's always better when diplomacy remains in private, and Canada will continue to stand by first protecting Canadians, making sure that we also protect our sovereignty, and in the end, also, we need to protect our rule of law.
This, remember, is not the first time. In the past few weeks and months, there are parades and rallies. And until recently, remember, when Canadian Prime Minister was at one of what appeared to be a Khalsa Day Baisakhi event. But there were very clear pro-Khalistan slogans right in front of him and close to him. In his eye view line appeared to be posters of Prime Minister Modi, External Affairs Minister S. Jaiswal, and serving Indian ambassadors being claimed as killers of Nijjar and encouraging threats of violence against him. How can a country's government permit this on their soil, that charges against other countries' prime ministers and ministers?